What is social identity? Have you ever thought about how your sense of self is shaped by the groups you belong to? Social identity is a fascinating concept that helps us understand this connection. From an anthropological perspective, social identity is the part of who we are that comes from our membership in various social groups. This could be anything from our ethnic background to our profession or even our hobbies. When we think about social identity, we can break it down into a few key ideas. First, there is social categorization. This is how we categorize ourselves and others into groups based on shared traits. For example, you might see yourself as a student, a parent, or a member of a specific cultural community. Next, we have social comparison. This is when we compare our group to others to see how we measure up. This can affect how we view our own group and ourselves. For instance, if you belong to a group that is often viewed positively, you may feel a sense of pride. Conversely, if your group faces negative stereotypes, that can impact your self-esteem. Then there is social identification. This is about defining ourselves in terms of the groups we belong to. It goes beyond just being part of a group. It involves the emotional and value-based significance of that membership. For example, someone might feel a strong emotional connection to their cultural heritage, which shapes their identity. In anthropology, social identity is seen as dynamic and can change depending on the context. You might feel a strong connection to your ethnic group at a cultural festival but identify more with your professional group at work. This adaptability shows how our identities can shift based on our surroundings. Understanding social identity is particularly important in the context of multilingualism and code switching. Code switching is when individuals switch between languages or dialects depending on the social situation. For example, you might speak one language at home and another at work. This switching often reflects your social identity and the group you are interacting with. If you are in a formal setting, you might choose a more formal language to align with the group's expectations. This shows how social identity influences our communication choices. It highlights the connection between language and identity, revealing how we navigate our social environments. In summary, social identity is a key aspect of how we see ourselves and interact with others. It helps us understand our roles within different groups and how we communicate based on those identities. Whether through language or group membership, social identity plays a vital role in shaping our experiences.